what's the message for today? You've been resilient. You are literally like, I am going to keep going nonstop. I'm in it to win it. This is my future. This is my person. But honey, I'm here to tell you that this person wants you that way. They want you resilient to the point that you have headaches, that you become overburdened, that you become stagnant, that next level up literally is just so hard for you to get through. And you're going to get to it because, like I said, you've been the most resilient one. But just know then that energy is going to become stagnant. It won't be turning to you. But you do have success coming in here. You do have success in realizing this, that the fact that you know how to communicate the love to yourself, you know how to put the energy back into yourself, you know how to keep your masculine and your feminine in check, so then that way your energy is flowing to you, your manifestations are flowing to you and not to somebody else that you're investing your energy in, because you've been really resilient in this. And you know what, it's really commendable on if with the right relationship that would have been great. That would have been something that somebody would dream about, that somebody wants to go the distance. Yeah, and it's asking you to make that decision to choose yourself in this one. Okay, and in choosing yourself, choosing your masculine, because honey, as soon as you start arguing with them over anything, maybe you've been quite resilient in in an issue and you haven't said something, and then one day, boom, you blow up and you're like, you start naming off all of these problems, and then they just turn around and say, well, you shouldn't feel that way and I don't agree with you, and they don't want to hear you out, and somehow it gets turned back on to you. It's asking you to choose yourself, because the minute that you want to start arguing and the minute that they turn it back around on you, the minute you start arguing about it, having conflict with it on how they're showing you and doing things, and they're not taking you into consideration, is the minute that you are in your masculine and not in your feminine. And how do men argue, right? Men, so masculine, they argue. Well, we are the nurturers and the loving energy, and masculine and feminine energy is in everyone, right? But the minute that you get taken out of that feminine and you need to argue for your rightfulness, okay, for any little thing, okay, that's keeping you in that emotion, is not allowing you to be in your intuitive side, so your head and your heart aren't aligned because you got too much headaches going on, okay, and then you're worried, and you're so worried about the love aspect, okay. With that Lover's card, is telling you to show it back to yourself here, validating yourself, okay, putting in the work, that type of work for yourself, and learning how to communicate yourself, putting in that self-trust, putting in that self-respect, because beauty, we want your manifestations popping right now. Today, if you were born, you would be a life path number 4. By the time I post this, we'll be already moving into the life path number 5. And that's kind of screaming conflict for today. So if you're seeing this, okay, just know to not get drawn into any argument that wants to get you going. Maybe whatever information that they feed you is incorrect, and you are like, you just need to prove them wrong, but you never seem to get anywhere, and actually it back around circles onto you for having the issue in the first place. Okay, don't neglect your blessings. Write it down. Breathe, write it down, and all you can do is just see how they love you and choose if that's how you want to be loved, so you're able to continue your manifestations, you're able to be popping off and having all of that beauty. Okay, I'm gonna split the deck for you. Yeah, no self-doubt, right? No malicious gossip, because all of a sudden, if you start finding yourself talking a lot about this in a negative aspect, okay, that's not serving your highest good. That's neglecting your blessings here. Okay, yeah, your calling, okay, neglecting your calling as well here. And then also Okay, someone's not, they're not gonna be willing to learn their karmic lessons. Well, you're like, I'm sorry for feeling that way, and you feel that way for a reason. Okay, beauty. So I hope this helped. If you need a book your reading, head on over to my link in bio to do so. If you would like to join me on my yes or no's, feel free to hit that follow button. And until next time, beauties, if you need more, head on over to my Patreon and check that out, because it does have a lot more going on for you. Also, my Theoreds, I don't think I can say it on here, part of the IG, head on over there. Until next time, beauties.